What if everything you know about reality is a lie? What if I told you, your entire life, you've been missing something? Something so obvious, yet so carefully hidden. You never even thought to question it. What if those strange coincidences you've experienced, those eerie moments of perfect timing, weren't coincidences at all? Think back. That song playing at the exact moment you thought of someone. That number appearing over and over again, no matter where you go. That random encounter with a stranger who had the exact answer you needed. You felt it. That gut feeling whispering to you, this means something. But then, you dismissed it, because that's what you were trained to do. You were conditioned to believe that life is random, that patterns don't exist, that nothing outside of logic is real. But what if that's the biggest lie of all? What if reality has been speaking to you all along, but someone doesn't want you to listen? Because once you see the truth, you can never go back. Synchronicities are not accidents. They are messages. They are signals. They are the universe trying to wake you up. And in this video, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal what synchronicities really are, why they keep happening to you, and how you can use them to reshape your life forever. Because if these moments aren't random, then what are they? And more importantly, who or what is sending them? Let's go deeper. From the moment you were born, you were placed inside an invisible cage. A world where everything had to follow a system, where every event needed a logical explanation, where only what could be measured, proven, and categorized was considered real. You were told that life is linear, that success follows a formula, that you must take the right steps, obey the rules, and expect nothing but what has been predetermined. But haven't you ever sensed something deeper beneath the surface? Moments where the impossible happened, events so perfectly timed they defied logic? You noticed them, but you were told to ignore them, to rationalize them away, to force them into the framework you were given. Because if you stopped for even a second, if you truly paid attention, you would see it. You would see that reality is not as fixed as you were led to believe. That beneath the surface of what seems predictable, something else is happening. Something fluid, something alive, something that has been waiting for you to notice. And once you realize this, you will never see the world the same way again. Because reality was never meant to be predictable. It was meant to be discovered. This isn't just a coincidence. Your conditioning, your blindness to the patterns, wasn't an accident. It was designed. Think about it. The greatest civilizations, the most enlightened minds, they all knew this truth. The ancient Egyptians believed in sacred geometry, the hidden mathematical language of the universe. The Hindus spoke of Maya, the illusion that hides the real nature of existence. The philosopher Pythagoras said all is number, that reality itself is a code. Carl Jung called it synchronicity, the profound connection between mind and matter. They all understood that reality is not random, that the universe communicates in patterns, in synchronicities, in messages hidden in plain sight. But modern society, it laughs at this knowledge. It tells you that everything is random, that synchronicities are just luck, that your intuition is nothing more than cognitive bias. Why? Because if you woke up, if you saw the patterns, you would no longer be controllable. You wouldn't just follow the path they laid out for you. You wouldn't obey the same rules, work the same jobs, or chase the same meaningless distractions. You would realize something powerful, that your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, they shape reality itself. And that is dangerous, because a person who understands their power can no longer be manipulated. A person who sees the deeper order of the universe is no longer a slave to the illusion of chaos. And that's exactly why they don't want you to notice. At some point in your life, you felt it, that impossible moment. You were thinking about someone, and they suddenly called you. You opened a book to a random page and found the exact words you needed. You kept seeing the same number, again and again. Everywhere you turned, you shrugged it off. You told yourself, it's just a coincidence. I'm imagining things. It doesn't mean anything. But a part of you knew better. A part of you felt something shifting beneath the surface. That wasn't your imagination. That wasn't just random. That was reality speaking to you, and it has never stopped. But the real question is, are you listening? Or are you still trapped in the illusion, believing that everything in your life is just an accident? Because once you start paying attention, something happens. The patterns become clearer. The messages become louder. And suddenly, what once seemed like chaos reveals itself as perfect alignment. If what I'm saying resonates with you, don't just listen, act. Because the moment you become aware, the game changes. Most people dismiss synchronicities. They ignore the patterns. They brush off their intuition. But that's exactly why they stay stuck, trapped in a reality they never chose. You don't have to be one of them. If reality is trying to speak to you, the first step is to start listening. Step 1. Track the patterns. Keep a synchronicity journal. Start a synchronicity log. Every time something strange happens, a number repeating, a perfect coincidence, an intuitive nudge, write it down. Date, time, what happened, how you felt. At first, these moments may seem small, but over time, you'll notice something. A pattern will emerge. A theme will begin to take shape. You will start to see the language of reality itself. The more you document, the stronger the signals become. Step 2. Shift your awareness. Ask the right questions. Every time a synchronicity occurs, stop and ask yourself, what was I just thinking about before this happened? What decision am I about to make? Is this a confirmation or a warning? If this were a message, what would it be telling me? Why this works? Your brain is wired to filter out 99% of reality's input. By asking questions, you start to rewire your perception. You train yourself to see beyond the illusion. Step 3, strengthen the signal. Follow the clues. Synchronicities aren't just random. They are a breadcrumb trail. Once you notice a pattern, take aligned action. If a certain topic keeps showing up, research it. If a number keeps appearing, look up its meaning. If a person crosses your path unexpectedly, pay attention to what they say. Most people ignore the signs because they expect a loud, obvious revelation. But reality whispers first. Your job? Lean in and listen. Step 4. Test the connection. Experiment with reality. The final step is the most powerful. Once you recognize that reality is responding to you, test it. Set an intention. Visualize a specific synchronicity happening. Hold it in your awareness and wait. You will be shocked at how quickly reality responds. Because once you stop seeing the world as random and start seeing it as interactive, you become a co-creator of your reality. The moment everything changes. Once you start paying attention, something happens. The patterns become clearer, the messages become louder, the impossible becomes undeniable, and suddenly, what once seemed like chaos reveals itself as perfect alignment. From this moment forward, you have a choice. Will you continue sleepwalking through life, believing everything is random? Or will you wake up to the truth? That reality is speaking to you, waiting for you to listen. Because once you see the pattern, once you understand the hidden language, you can never go back.